Hi, I'm glad you dropped in because today I have something we're going to make that's useful, quick and easy to make, and it's a great little gift. People don't know that they need one until they receive one. Now, we all have those parts of our house, maybe a drawer or part of your cupboard, that what do we have? Tangle cord after cord, because why? Everything we use today is electronic. We have headsets and we have earphones and we have tablets and we have cell phones and cameras, and everything has to be plugged in and charged. So we kind of get into a bit of a mess. Let's try and tidy up that corner at least and go from there. Now, what are we going to make? Well, this tiny little cuff. That's what it looks like. A little cuff to hold your cords. Isn't this much neater than this mess? And you know exactly where it is. If you use a nice bright color, you can look in your drawer quickly, and there it is. You're finding the color ahead of even finding your cord. And a nice little one like this you can throw in your purse, and it won't be getting caught up with other things in your purse. Now, when we make them, it's a good idea if one person in the family has several pieces of equipment that need cords, maybe make all the same fabric for that particular person. Or I personally like having a different fabric for each cord, and then if I look in the drawer and I see this and this, I know I want my charger, and I pick up the bright yellow one quickly. When I made the larger one for my sewing machine cord, I also made one to match for an extension cord, and when I go to sewing, the two go together, and I know that I don't forget something. So let's start right now because they're so quick to make, you'll be anxious to make a few. The templates for the sizes are below in the directions, but it's as easy as pie. The smallest size for the little earphones or whatever you need a tiny little cord for is 2 inches by 5 inches, and from tip to tip is your 5 inches. Then we rounded them off a little. The next bigger size, I use my charger cord, and it's 2.5 by 5.5. It's a little fatter cord. And the bigger size that we're going to make is 3 by 6.5, because you're going to, if an extension cord or sewing machine cord or whatever, they're a little chubbier and you need a little bit more fabric around them to hold them tight. So this one, just for a change, because I had made so many off the same design, I just cut the end of this one just to make a little bit of a change. And when you fold it up, you don't see the end anyway. Just something different. So you need 2 pieces of fabric, and really, as you can see, scraps are great for this. 2 pieces of fabric, the size of the template, and a little bit of interfacing. Now, this happens to be iron-on, but it doesn't have to be. But interfacing is better than batting. You don't want batting because it's too thick for the size of the project. It takes too much space. So your 2 pieces of fabric, right sides together, sew around your fabric, except leave an opening to turn it. And it's probably easiest if leave the opening about mid-side. Leave the opening to turn, pretend we're turning it, and you end up with a piece that looks like this. And when you turn it, you probably want to top stitch it, and that will close off the area you left open to turn. Top stitch it. Now, you're completely finished except to add snaps. These snaps are great. They're nice and sturdy, and you get quite a few in a package. Whatever snaps you're used to using, these are nice and sturdy. These plastic ones, they're very popular these days. They're nice and sturdy, so they can be used. And so install your snap as you normally would. Just watch to see, do you want the little cover to go straight up and down like that, or do you want it to be enclosed, and just put your snaps on accordingly. So that's like a little cuff, and that's like the straight up and down. You decide which kind. I did one of each for for several of them, just because, and to see which one I prefer. I think I prefer this. Is neater. It's neater, but the other one's certainly plenty. Doesn't take much space. It looks good. So if it's this type of plastic snap, when you put the two snap one in each end, just watch that they're not the same. You can make it reversible because of the way the snaps go. So it'll go either way. Doesn't have to be that kind, but they certainly are handy. And of course, as I say, it can be this kind. It can be, if you want to put a little piece of Velcro in each end, that certainly would be sturdy enough to hold it. And these are certainly look better in your drawer or in your purse. They're great for in your purse, and then your charger cord doesn't get caught up with whatever else is in your purse. They're all enclosed in one area, and because you have the bright piece of fabric, it's easy to find if you have a big purse like I have. So that's all there is to it. It's not hard to believe. So why don't you make quite a few? Make them for your family. They're great stocking stuffers. They're great little, put one at each plate for a take-home gift when you're having your family meal or whatever. And it'll tidy up your little bit of cord space. As for the rest of the house, you're on your own. I have my own house to clean. Bye for now.